Hello Infiniteers and welcome to the world of Wall-E. Today I'm going to play through this toy box adventure so that you can see it in action, and then over the next couple of months I'll show you how to build it. Now this adventure consists of two toy boxes, the garbage-strewn wasteland of Earth, which is where we are right now, and the Starliner Axiom. I will play through both toy boxes today. The story here follows the plot of the movie as closely as it can within the confines and limitations of the Disney Infinity 3.0 toy box, but I had to take a few liberties with it, and I talked a bit about that in my making of video last week, so if you didn't see that, you might want to check it out. But if you know the movie, you should be able to follow the story pretty well here. So we start at Wall-E's home, and as you can see, he's not here. But there is a radar marker in the lower left corner, which tells us where to find him. And each time we play this toy box, Wall-E will be at a different location, which helps make this toy box replayable. So before we get started, let's go ahead and pick up something out of this treasure chest here, which is the Buzz Lightyear jetpack. We're going to need that. And let's go see if we can find Wall-E. And at the same time, we'll get a good look at this toy box. So this is the raised highway where his house is. Over here we have the B&L Downtown Transit Station. With the subway cars. And it looks like Wall-E is up on top of that mountain of trash up there. So we got to use some platforming skills to get up there. Alright, and then, let's see, where do we go from here? Sometimes Wall-E will show up on that building over there, or another trash pile down there, or a building over there, or one over there, or on top of the B&L store down there. So lots of places where he might appear. I think, I don't know if I can jump that distance or not. Whoa! Phew! I did not relish climbing all the way back up there. Oh, there's Wall-E. Looks like he's hurt. He says, "Will you help me?" Now I got 3 new radar markers here. Gotta find some parts that will fix him up. Oh no! Well, we're gonna have to climb back up, I guess. Let's see, there's another radar marker over here somewhere. Looks like it's right above us. We'll have to make our way up. Whoa! I like to overshoot the roof. That happens a lot to me. Okay, oh, there's one over here. Whoa! Don't slide off the roof. Okay, so we got his parts. Now we'll go repair him and take him home. All right, let's head for home. Whoops. I was hoping to land on that walkway. Ah! This is making for an exciting playthrough video. Watching me fall everywhere. Try to get in a hurry, and I end up messing myself up. But as you saw in the making of video that I did last week, I tried to duplicate a lot of the scenes from the movie, a lot of the locations. I think it turned out pretty well. Doesn't look exact, of course, but this does a pretty decent stand-in for the transit station. Oh, hey. I did not know I could use the jetpack with him. All right, and there we go. Wall-E is home. And now he's got a mission for us. But before we do that, let's go for a race. And to save a little bit of memory in this toy box, you have to generate the vehicle when you need it. And of course, I have to use the Axiom chair. I always like to put multiple things to do in a toy box because it takes a while to load. So this is something besides just the mission to do. Whoa! Ah! Oh! Trying to build up my drift meter here. Somebody got spun around. Oh no!
Hey, that's not very neighborly.
Not looking good. Whoa. Ah. Get that drift meter charged. Oh no, I didn't get a weapon. Whoa! Let's go down this side this time. I got some paths here that crisscross a little bit, which makes things interesting, as you saw in the playthrough trailer. Hey, we're in first place. How'd that happen? And there we go. Nice. So that's a fun little track. Oh, and I love that effect with the chair. How it makes you look obese. But yeah, when we're done with the chair, then we can go ahead and free up the menu and remove it. That took both of them out. But yeah, it's a fun little race. Nothing too fancy, but something extra to do. Alright, back up to Wall-E's house, and let's go see what he wants now. What was that? What was what? Oh, that. And now he's going to follow us around. Whoa. Where's it going? This is kind of like those little laser dots that were in the movie. That's what I was trying to replicate here. Where the ship is landing and it sends out these little sensor laser things and Wall-E chases them. So that's what we've got happening here. Of course, Wall-E is coming with us to see what this is. Starting to hear the rumble of the engines. Oh my. It's a spaceship. With someone interesting. I have a mission for you, Eve says. Where are you going? Wall-E stops to talk to her and she just completely ignores him. Alright, well you'll notice we have a bunch of radar markers now for locations of interest out there. And so these are places that we need to scan for Eve. And they're going to follow us now as we go and do that. And every time you play this, the plant will be at a different one of those 10 locations. And we don't know which one it is, so we have to scan every one until we find it. But to scan it, we just walk up to it, and the game does the rest. What was that? Continue. Not this one. And this gives us a reason to explore the toy box world and see more of it, which I like. Here's one. Not that location. And I laid these out so that you can kind of follow them in a sequence, not have to do a lot of backtracking. So if you just kind of go with the next closest one, it'll pretty much take you on a circle route around the toy box here. It's a neat sky dome and a neat world. I've never used it. Oh, there it is. All right. And at this point, Eve has gone into standby mode, and she will not follow you anywhere. She's just going to stand there. So, we'll have to help her out a little bit and take her back to the rocket ship. Trying to look around as I go to kind of give you a look at the world. The big B&L store there, that was kind of a challenge to build without a B&L sign to put up on it or along it, but I think that turned out pretty well. Looks a lot like the one in the movie. You can see we have a radar marker out here at the spaceship now. And here comes Wall-E following along. And here we go. And travel to the Axiom. I'm going to say yes, and this will trigger a toy box change. So I will fast forward and meet you there in just a moment. Okay, here we are in the hangar bay of the Axiom. Looking out into space. There's the ship that we rode to get here. And there's Eve and Wall-E over there. And so the first thing we need to do is take Eve to the Axiom Control Center. So we'll pick her up because she's still in standby mode. We'll hop in here on the elevator. We'll ride that up. And we enter the corridors of the Axiom. And this was quite a challenge to build. Again, because we didn't have a lot of building pieces that we could use for this setting. I wish I had the memory to put a lot of robots and things moving here in the corridors, but on my Wii U I just don't have that. So the corridors look empty. But I guess you could think maybe the autopilot with your return put everybody in their quarters to get them out of the way. And here's something I am very thrilled about and proud of. I actually built some escalators, which is pretty cool, and I'll show you how I did that when we get into the build exercise. But I thought that turned out really cool. And here we are on the Axiom. We've got the fake sky up there, moving trams, buildings, and tons of billboards. Looks pretty cool. Alright, so let's go ahead and hop on. And unfortunately, Wall-E will have to run behind. But he'll catch up. Got a little cafe down over there. And here we are entering the resort area of the Axiom. The tower that goes up to the bridge is over here, and unfortunately we can't go up there. I tried to think of a good way to make that happen, but I just wasn't able to figure out how to build something that looked like the elevator shaft and a tower at the top that matched the movie. So instead we got this little terminal over here. So we bring Eve over here. It says deliver friends to the base for extra loot. And this little pedestal here is kind of my stand-in for the autopilot, which they call Otto in the movie. And Otto wants us to deliver Eve there. So we do that. And then go back over and speak to Otto. And he says goodbye. What do you mean goodbye? Uh-oh. And now we find out that Otto is not a helpful, oh my, a helpful autopilot. He's actually kind of a villain in the movie. I think I need to get rid of this jetpack because remove pack. There we go. So this way I can actually attack. Alright, so now we need to hop on the tram. We got 2 new radar markers. Come on, Wall-E, keep up. So we got to go rescue Eve. She's been sent to the diagnostic ward. And we got to rescue that plant. You still with me, Wall-E? Here he comes. Alright, take the escalator back down. Get down into the corridors here. And let's go visit the Axiom Repair Ward first. Because I know there's a number of people who've asked me to build this over the years, including one very persistent fellow who really wanted me to do this. So let me show you the Repair Ward. Get rid of these robots here. And now they're up on the roof. Well, we got some malfunctioning robots here in these little pens. And this little guy who just sits there and spins. And we got Eve over here. So we freed her, and now she'll follow us around. Come on. Come on, guys. They're just going to jump up and down on those things. That's the first time this has happened to me. Normally they actually stay down here, but I've never seen them actually climb up there like stormtroopers do through the ceiling. I figure if I don't get them down... Come on. Then they're just going to stand up there and be a problem. Where'd he go? Well, I might have to cheat and just come up here and take care of him. Oh, no, he took care of himself. Nice. Didn't want you to see behind the curtain there. But anyway. Okay, so we're done with the repair ward. Now we need to go to the escape pod and rescue that plant before they eject it out into space. So come on, guys. That would be the elevator back down to the hangar bay. Escape pod is over here.
I'd like to think there's a lesson here for all of us.
And there's the plant. All right, so we have rescued the plant. Now let's go deal with autopilot. Of course, he's not going to go down easy.
Let there be joy! Do I look wiser to you?
Oh, nice. Level
Suddenly
up.
I feel so much wiser.
Uh-oh. Oh, those guys teleport. That's nasty. Oops, I'm doing more damage to Wally and Eve than I am these guys. Whoa. Nice. All right, come on, guys. Hop on the tram. And let's go defeat Otto. We got more robots showing up over there. I think that guy's going for a ride.
No way you're bursting my bubble.
Whoa.
Hope we can still be friends after this.
Make sure I get all my sparks. Alright, so do we have a guy that rode that tram? Oh, he's over there. I guess he got off the tram. But he's lost. Nice. Uh-oh. Yow.
I am just spreading the joy around.
Ah, there's one. Oh no. These guys are tough.
Well, I never.
All right, and defeating them opens up the button for the hollow detector. So we'll push that. And that deactivates auto and triggers the hyper jump back to Earth. And now the mission's done, and Eve and Wall-E, I guess, are going to go off on their own. So that's my Wall-E Toy Box adventure. I hope you enjoyed it. If so, please hit the like button and leave a comment before you go to let me know. Next time, I will start showing you how to build this toy box for yourself, which right now is the only way you can play it. I cannot share my toy box file because I play the game on a Wii U, so if you want to play this, you'll need to build it. But it's not difficult, and I will show you step by step how to do that. Until then, I want to thank you for watching. Have a great day.